afternoon, my name is TCR and this is Friday News, the latest hot and true news live from Westlake. And now we will begin with problems that everyone is concerned about, Osama bin Laden. Osama bin Laden, the mastermind behind Al-Qaeda, the terrorist operation which carried out attack of 11 September in 2001, has been killed by U.S. operatives in Pakistan, and now his body was possession of U.S. According to the first report from the U.S. television reports, Bin Laden really came to the world's attention on 11 September 2001, when attacks on the New York and Pentagon left nearly 3,000 people dead. Since then, FBI is offering a reward up to $25 million for information leading directly to Osama bin Laden's hidden place. Although a fugitive, he maintained a presence in the public eyes with a periodic release of audio messages and videos purportedly showing him addressing his supporters and Western governments. Bin Laden found many supporters in Pakistan, where he was often seen as a fighter for freedom against the US and Israel, not as he was to many in the West, a terrorist with the blood of thousands on his hands. Lately, the unexpected news of his killing by US forces in Pakistan led to spontaneous late-night celebrations outside the White House in Washington and in New York. So does the death of the most wanted terrorist have any effect on the situation in Iraq? Our journalist is reporting live from an area in Iraq.
Once a stronghold of forces loyal to captured dictator Saddam Hussein.
The Americans tell lies. Each day our forces grow stronger. Each day we move closer to our goal of driving the infidel... What are they?
Nothing, carry on.
Driving the infidels from our motherland. We are not afraid to... Are they subtitles? They are, aren't they?
No.
Well, what do I need subtitles for? Can't you understand what I'm saying? I studied English at the bloody American University in Cairo.
Well, obviously I can understand what you're saying.
Oh, you see how they condescend to us with their subtitles.
Oh, maybe it's teletext, you know, for the hearing impaired.
Teletext?
No, a lot of TVs come with teletext nowadays.
Wait, say something again.
My friend has an 80-something...
Hey, how come he doesn't need subtitles?
Well, obviously he's comprehensible.
No, I'm not.
Look,
I speak perfect English. She sells seashells by the seashore. Peter Piper picked a peckle, pickled peppers. Round the rugged rocks, Oh!
The situation remains as dangerous and volatile as ever here in northern Iraq. While the rebuilding continues...
What? I can't understand you speak English. Where are your subtitles now? Oh, you think you're so good. Look at me! I got subtitles!
Harry Downs, Iraq.
Shut up!
Look like the condition in the middle of Iraq is pretty permissive, but some places in the world is not as peaceful. Let's turn to disaster news to see where we shouldn't spend our. A plane crashed in the ocean while preparing to land in the Indonesian province of West Papua on May 7, 2011. The engine had been circling Kampmina airport for about 15 minutes when it crashed into the sea, 400 meters offshore, in poor weather conditions. The number of fatalities was reported to be 27 people. The operation of this flight is Merpati Nusantara Airlines. In 2010, a Merpati airplane overshot the runway at the Rendai Airport in Manokwari, West Papua, injuring 78 people. A year earlier, two Merpati planes crashed within 2 months of each other in Papua. The first occurred in July 29, when a Merpati flight lost its front wheels as it took off from Balak. A month later, another flight, a twin otter aircraft, crashed, killing 16 people on board. Indonesia has made efforts in recent years to improve its safety record. Tropical storm in Aries landed into the eastern Philippine coast on Sunday, bringing heavy rains and landslides that have so far killed 9 people and forced thousands to leave their homes. 9 people were killed due to landslides, drowning, and fallen power lines, mostly in the western Bicol region and Catalonia. The National Disaster Risk Reduction and Management said in a statement. The Disaster Management Council said more than 70,000 people were evacuated to safer ground as a preemptive measure in the eastern Bicol and in central Visayas regions. At least 38 domestic flights were also cancelled by Manila airport authorities due to bad weather. That's what happened around the world this week. I'm Haley.
Thank you, Hailey. We hope the disaster will not affect your plans of vacation this weekend. And if you haven't got a plan yet, Laura will help you with entertainment news.
Hi everyone, nice to meet you again on the Friday News. I'm Flora with the latest information. The Lady Gaga's new song, The Egg at the Valley, will be released on the iTunes this afternoon. The release is a part of a cult-style promotion with iTunes, which I assume means Lady Gaga will continue to release songs until her album officially drops on the 21st of May. To get excited for the new songs to tease on the MTV.
The color kicks in full flash, a bit reminiscent of 80s rock that she was surely going for, and Gaga shows off the vocal prowess she would be before now, neglected to put center stage. The Relics is nothing special, a love song that you expected from the 80s, but it is the production and vocals that really make the song stand out. As we sing about how she is on the edge of the valley, her all-out singing is a huge refresher from all that we have heard, and surely feels nice for those who feel all her songs were simply recycling the same style and sound with each release.
And the next, Max Heisenberger gave an interview to a French radio show, and she talks about what it was work with Justin Bieber. And on the set of the CSI, she said, "I probably shouldn't say that, but he was a kind of a brag. He locked one of the producers in a closet and she put his feet through a cake that was on the craft services table."
Heisenberger qualified her statements. "He was actually very nice to me, but he locked one of the producers in a closet and he put his feet through a cake that was on the table." They just actually commended the Bieber's acting chops, saying, "I'm pretty open to whoever comes on the show. If someone is a jerk, that bothers me. If they're so-so-writer, it doesn't bother me. Bieber is actually very better than you think."
Thank you for watching Friday News. I'm Flora, and see you next time.
Thank you, Flowers. And now let's see if the weather is a part in favor with your plans. Here's the weather news.
Good afternoon everyone, I'm Lynn Joyce from Weather Forecast of Friday News. Now let's take a look to see how Earth behaves this week.
The 2012 Los Angeles tornado was an extremely rare event. It was responsible for 4 fatalities, including 27 injuries. The total damages grew up to $2 million USD. It was also an unprecedented event, which a tornado struck the Los Angeles County area, despite hundreds of miles away from the tornado alley. The tornado and its aftermath gained widespread national attention for being the first tornado in Los Angeles. It was caused by an unusual weather phenomenon occurred in Pacific Ocean, whereas an unexplained mass of warm moisture originated from the Caribbean Sea and traveled across the Central America.
And then we see the detail for our country. The temperature is still up to 14 all over the country, so I highly recommend you stay at home or the swimming pool. Places like university and office building may burn you out. The wind speed is 30 km per hour. That's perfect for sailing and flying a kite. Fortunately, this mini heat wave which we suffered for several days is about to go. The weekend is going to be hit by thunderstorms and heavy showers. We will wait for a super cool weekend. Temperature is around 25 during the day. There may be rain and possibly heavy thunderstorms. Partly cloudy skies during the night. It's Friday the 13th, so make sure you take along an umbrella when hanging out and don't stand under a tree when it's rain. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Lynn. Hopefully our forecast will be accurate this time. Have a nice weekend everybody. I'm having vacation now.
Wow!